Hi, I kinda suck at Magic the Gathering, and today I'm reviewing Tourach Dread Cantor. He's a legendary creature human clerk with kicker for 2 black and protection from white. Whenever an opponent discards a card, put a 1/1 counter on him. And if he was kicked, each opponent discards, or target opponent discards 2 cards at random. So it's a pretty heavily discard deck. It's only $70 or $80. And yeah, let's get into it. So, Tegrid, God of Fright, because putting stuff in the graveyards with her is just perfect. Um, yeah, she's just the best when coming to discard stuff, so she is the side commander. You can swap them out interchangeably, but I prefer Tourach, or whatever. So, a bunch of cheap stuff, a lot of 2-mana things, like Asylum Visitor, which and Blood's Screen or Scraviner. I don't know how to pronounce it. Those two help me when you're low on cards because everything's pretty cheap in this deck, so it'll help. Burglar Rat. Basically, Burglar Rat right here is what most cards do in the deck. They're just ETB, everyone discards a card. This containment construct just for when I have to discard cards, which happens sometimes. A few cards are just like target opponent. They're worse, but they're in here. Defiler of Flesh has to be in here because that's just more discarding. Dust Mangler has to be in here, more discarding. More discarding. It's just a bunch of discarding. Fleshbag Marauder in here just to get some sack triggers. Nighthawk to take advantage of that, the graveyard state, and Rankle in here just for more discards and maybe some sacrifice. You could use some draw technically, but it's not needed. You don't need to draw a whole lot with this deck. Rotting Rat and Miasmic Mummy, just same thing. Sir Conrad, just for the ping. The Raven Man for more tokens if you get braids out or something. Something to sacrifice. Yeah, we got like Tiny Bones for more discards and Megrim just to return some stuff. Or just to went for people discarding to ping and stuff. A lot of destroy spells in here. Pretty good amount. Cheap ones too. Just to make sure that our opponents can't block our commander. Land base is pretty simple. The only thing of notice is a Rogue's Passage and a Witch's Cottage, and I guess Geyer Ranch Sanitarium, which is perfect for this deck. Yeah, a lot of sorceries that are just like discards. Yeah, that's about it. So if we look at the average mana value, 2 is like where we stand with most of our stuff. We don't even touch 8 plus, so yeah. 1, 2, and 3 is where most of our stuff is. So let's test this bad baby out. Cool. So keeping 2 mana hands is pretty fine with this deck usually. So I say we keep. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, here we go. We're gonna play a swamp, or draw for turn, then play a swamp, then next turn. Play that, tap 2 for your commander. Usually you don't want to pay the kicker, but if it's later in the game, you can pay the kicker. Swamp. Then we're going to tap 3 for Nighthawk Scavenger. And from there, we're just going to pass around. Okay. Then we're gonna play Skull, Skull Slither Worm. Each opponent discards a card, so this is gonna go up 1, 2, 3. And from there, we're just going to swing out for 5. Then we're just going to play Swamp for turn. Tap 4 for Defiler of Flesh. Yeah. Whenever I cast Black Spell, target creature gets 1/1/+ and Menace until end of turn. So yeah. From there, we're just going to swing out with our commander for another 5. Okay. Then we're going to tap 4 for Fell Spectator. Target opponent discards a card. They lose 2 life. And then we're going to swing for 6. So currently, let's track commander damage with our life total, since that doesn't really matter. So we've done a total of 16 commander damage, and we need to get a total of 61. Okay, we're gonna play a land. We got 6. We're just gonna play Asylum Visitor, and we're going to play these 2 presumably on an opponent's creature. Play land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This enters. Sacrificing this. And each opponent loses 4 life, so total of 16. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's just not keep track of life total, because that won't only matter. We just need to keep track of that commander damage. But most importantly, each player discards a card. So I swing for 9. Cool, one player is already dead. Or we probably would have split up the commander damage equally between our opponents, so we can constantly get the discards. So from there, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4. Let's just say 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll swing for a total of 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Then I have no cards in hand, so I draw an extra card. Let me just put that back on top so I can take an extra turn, or a new turn. This enters. Target opponent each player discards a card. 1, 2, 3. Play a Soul Ring. Swing for a total of 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. New turn. Draw 2. Shoot, I didn't mean to. Blood Scavenger. And 1, 2, 3. For this. And then we swing and we win. So, it's kind of slow, but yeah, it's just here to make big creature big. That's one of the slower times I've played this deck. It's usually pretty fast, but I just ran into not a whole bunch of discard cards. So yeah, if you liked, leave a like, and if you want to subscribe, please do so, because I'm trying to hit 100 by January of next year. So that would be really, really, really nice.